Hello. Hello.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Everyone, mark your attendance. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I think my last point of discussion was stopping side distance. In last class, I covered side distance. Side distance, basically, I define side distance, and also I define what are the consideration involved for side distance. Basically, side distance is the length of road which is visible to a driver at any instant of time. For considering side distance, we take height of eye of driver at 1.5 meter. I already discussed these things, but I brush up these things. 1.5 meter.
Sir.
Okay, someone saying something. So basically, I also say height of eye of driver to be 1.2 meter. Sorry, 1.2 meter. This is 1.2 meter. This is 1.2 meter. This is 1.2 meter, and height of object would be 0.15 meter. I also discuss what are the restrictions which restrict our visibility, or what are the factors which affect our sight distance. Basically, I discussed three factors which affect our sight distance. First one is at horizontal curve, second one is at vertical curve, and third one is at intersection. I also discussed different factors which affect our sight distance. So there are three factors which affect our sight distance. First one is feature of road ahead, that means horizontal curve, vertical curve, traffic condition, etc. Second one is your height of driver eye. Third one is your height of object. Basically, then I differentiate side distance into five types. First one is your stopping side distance, which is also written as SST. Second one is your safe overtaking side distance or overtaking side distance. Third one is your intermediate side distance. Fourth one is your headlight side distance. Fifth one is your safe side distance for entering into uncontrolled intersection. So these are our side distance of different type. I already discussed first type. That means I already discussed SST. What do you mean by SST? SST means stopping. S for stopping. ST means side distance. So stopping side distance is a side distance is a minimum distance which is visible to a driver on a road to safely stop his vehicle without taking place collision with another obstruction or with another vehicle. So basically I define SST. Next, I also give Another name of SSD. First name I gave SSD as absolute minimum side distance, and second one is non-passing side distance. I gave absolute minimum side distance to side distance because among all the side distance I already discussed five types of side distance: SSD, OSD, ISD. These are different type of side distance. Among all side distance, the value of stopping side distance will comes out to be minimum. So it is called absolute minimum side distance. Second name is I think first name is absolute minimum absolute, absolute minimum, because among all side distance its value is minimum. So it is also known as absolute minimum side distance. Second one is non-passing side distance. We have no any option available to overtake this side distance. So basically this side distance is also termed as non-passing non-passing passing side distance. Non-passing side distance. So in many questions they ask find absolute minimum side distance. So you understood that they have say to find stopping side distance in that question. If in any question they have to give find non-passing side distance, it means they say find stopping side distance. So SSD is also absolute minimum side distance and also non-passing side distance. I also discuss different factors which affect our stopping side distance, not side distance. Also, I discuss different factors which affect stopping side distance. Can anyone say what are the different factors on which our stopping side distance depend? What are the different factors on which our stopping side distance depend? Can anyone say?
Sir, first breaking efficiency,
Okay.
second mental visibility and मतलब reaction time, third friction, fourth
Just wait, just wait.
design of
Just wait. You say first one is your braking efficiency. First one is your braking efficiency. First one is braking efficiency. Okay. Second one.
reaction time,
Second one is your reaction time. Second one is your reaction time. Okay. I write reaction time as TR. TR is the nomenclature for reaction time. So I write in short TR. Reaction time. Third one is
friction,
friction. Okay. Third point is your friction. Friction. Third point is your friction. Friction between what? Brake and
road
wheel.
and
Road and wheel, or road and tire, or brake or tire. Friction between road and
and wheel.
tire. Road and tire. Friction between road and tire. Next.
Design speed,
Next one is your design speed. Okay. Design speed. Design speed. Okay. Next.
gradient of road,
Okay. Last one or next Next one is your gradient of the good. Gradient of the good. I discuss all these factors one by one. First factor is your total reaction time of the driver. Second one is your, I think, design speed. Also, you say, sir, first one is our braking efficiency. This is also right. Second one is your reaction time. This is also right. Third one is friction between road and tire. This is also right. Fourth one is your design speed. This is also right. Fifth one is your gradient of the road. This is also right. So I start with total reaction time of the driver. So all concentrate here, you all concentrate here. First one is your total reaction time of the driver. Total, first one is your total reaction time of the driver. From name, it is clear. It is the total reaction time of the driver. Total reaction time. Total reaction time of a driver. Can anyone say what do you mean by total reaction time of a driver? Can anyone say what do you mean by total reaction time of a driver? You also speak in Hindi?
Yes, yes
Okay.
सर.
Okay, okay. So,
परसेप्शन टाइम और ब्रेक सेक्शन टाइम से कल जो बोले थे.
okay. We say, I think Jamshed says, sir, total reaction time is the summation of perception time and braking time. So, this is not right. Can anyone say other definition of total reaction time of the driver?
ऑब्जेक्ट
व्हीकल को
को देखने से
Sir,
लेके ब्रेक लगाने तक का टाइम.
Okay, someone saying, sir, when we see the object and then apply the brake, the time between seeing and braking is known as total reaction time of the driver. Okay, can any other definition? Can anyone say different from these definitions? Basically, total reaction. Okay, okay. Listen carefully. Basically, total reaction time of the driver is the time taken from the instant the object is visible to the driver to the instant brakes are applied effectively. That time is known as total reaction time of the driver. Basically, this total reaction time is further divided into different components. Basically, here, you observe here is an obstacle. Here is an obstacle. Here is an obstacle. And here is a vehicle. Here is a vehicle which is moving with which design speed. The speed is 80 km per hour or 70 km per hour or 90 km per hour. So basically, the driver, which is in this vehicle, see the obstacle. First, driver see the obstacle. Is such type of obstacle or such type of object or such type of vehicle moving from the opposite direction. So basically, the time taken by driver to see the object and then he if he see the object then something going in his mind, that he see the object that a cow is coming, he see the object that a dog is coming, he see the object that a tree is falling ahead of him. So basically some thought process will be going into mind, that dog is ahead, cow is ahead, some tree is falling. So some thought process will be going in his mind. When thought process going in his mind, he his or her brain gives some decision to him. You apply the brake, you do not apply the brake, you turn your vehicle from this direction and you bypass it. Something message or signal given to him by his or by her brain. So basically we know in a stopping side distance we have no any option to bypass or to over, overtake this obstacle. So basically he have to or he has to apply brake. So he takes some time. So he takes some time. During the time taken, he moves certain distance. So basically he moves from here to here. He moves from here to here. And then here his vehicle is moving with certain velocity. Here his vehicle will be come in a stopping position or his speed is zero, because he stop his vehicle, because in a stopping side distance we stop our vehicle, because we know we moves on road at various places. We stop our vehicle due to some obstacle, due to some accidents or many other things. So basically here our speed become zero. So here, from here to here, you observe from here to here, he also covers certain distance. He also covers certain distance, and during this distance, during this distance, he take certain time between thought process after seeing perceive the signals through his eye. Firstly, he see something from his eye, or something he perceive some noise from his ear, then some message going into his brain. His brain gives some commands. After taking the command from brain, he apply brake. During this process, certain time will be consumed. This time is known as total reaction time of the driver. This reaction time also depends upon various factors, because certain driver, certain person have fast reaction time, certain person having slow reaction time. If a person who consume alcohol, then he have not any means for reaction time. He is tool with his drinking positions. So basically total reaction time of the driver is the time taken from the instant the object is visible to the driver to the instant he or she apply the brake. Okay, basically total reaction time of the driver depends upon various component. So I discuss those components. First is first component is your, I already discussed. First component is your first component is your A. A component is your perception. You already know perception time. During reaction time, it take certain time for perception. Next, it takes certain times for intellection. Do not worry. I discussed this point also. Second is intellection time. Third one is your emotion time. Third one is your ET, emotion time, and T point is your VT, violation time. So basically, a driver, after seeing object on the road, he take reaction time. In that reaction time, he takes certain time for perception, for intellection, for emotion purpose, and also for violation. These four components will make our reaction time. will make our reaction time. Our IRC says reaction time is 2.5 seconds. Our IRC say this reaction time is 2.5 seconds. But for certain complex situation, they also give 3 seconds or 4 seconds for total reaction time, but they give total reaction time equal to 2.5 seconds. You all see here the total reaction time value is very less. It is 2.5 seconds. In between 2.5 seconds, certain time, that means certain microsecond is for perception, for intellection, for emotion, and for violation. These 4 times, that means these all times will combinedly make our total reaction time of the driver. So first one is your perception time. Perception time is also written as P. Basically, perception, you all know what do you mean by perception. Perception is the time required for the sensation received by the eye or ear of the driver to be transmitted to the brain, to the nervous system and spinal cord is your perception time. Basically, you see an object, and after seeing, you see from your eyes, after seeing that object, your nervous system or spinal cord will give certain information to your brain, then your brain start processing. So first time is your perception time. Perception time involves only you see the object, then a signal sent in your brain. So basically perception time is the time which is taken by a driver. If driver do not consume alcohol, then your complete focus is on road. If a person who is talking with his something on a mobile phone and also driving his or her car or bike, then his or her total concentration is on different places, so he do not perceive the object which is ahead of him or her. So he do not perceive the object. If he do not perceive the object, then no any signal given to the brain, and he have not enough time available to stop his or her vehicle. So he got accident or he meet with accident. So basically our first time is perception time. It is the time required for the sensation received by the eye of the driver to be transmitted to the brain from our nervous system or spinal cord. So basically this is our P time, that means perception time. Second time is your intellection time. So basically it is denoted by I. So basically it is denoted by I. Second point is your intellection time. So it is the time, listen carefully, intellection time, it is the time required to the driver to understand the situation, or all understanding process are happening in your brain. That means your brain understand all the situations. Also brain take few microseconds to understand the situation. That means he is after seeing the object, driver send a signal. He say he see the cow, then brain observe the cow is ahead. So basically this time is known as intellection time. It is the time required to driver to understand the situation. He understand that cow is ahead, dog is ahead, a tree is falling ahead, a person met with accident on the road ahead. So it is the time required for comparing different thoughts, regrouping and registering new sensation. So basically our brain ready with his decision. Basically our brain will ready with his decision, but he do not send any signal, because our brain, when we drive a vehicle or something on a road, many thought process will be going in our mind, that we have to reach our college at 9:50, then after 9:50 I have a class in 6th semester. Driving during driving, I recognize all the things in my brain. So basically my brain is not on road. So I think this is also happen for you all. When you go to the market, you many thought process will be going in your market, that from market I buy chicken, from market I buy fish. So many thought process during your driving time, you also think these things. So basically many thought process will be going in your mind, but when your eye perceive something and send a message to your brain, then brain start regrouping different thought process. So basically our brain register new sensation that ahead of you certain thing is present. So basically this is the time which is taken by driver. So this is our intellection time. Third point is your emotion time. Third point is your emotion time. So basically it is the time elapsed during emotional sensations and other mental disturbance such as fear, anger, superstition, etc, with reference to the situation to come into play. This time varies from person to person and even for same person in different situation. Basically emotion time is the time during emotional sensation, because when you see, I think when you see here a dog is running on a road. So basically boys are do not fear with the dog, because he know if dog came, he throw the dog from his bike. But generally girls are feared from the dog. So basically they got emotional or some mental disturbance occur in her mind. So basically, this is the time also elapsed by the driver, or this is also included in our reaction time. And this time is known as emotion time. This time varies from person to person, because I also give an example of you and boys or girls both. Fourth one is your volition time. Fourth one is your volition. VOLITION. Fourth one is your volition time. It is the time taken by the driver for final action. So our brain give final message to our spinal cords, and our spinal cords send message to our leg that you apply your brake. Or volition time is the time taken by driver for final decision like application of brake. So basically these four components will make our total reaction time of the driver. So I think I discussed all the things. So basically these all above time will be termed as analysis, which is known as PV analysis. Basically, this analysis is known as PV analysis. So, if anywhere this analysis is given, that means you understand from this analysis that we have to analyze total reaction time of the driver, and on total reaction time of the driver, we have given that you analyze all the times involved for total reaction time of the driver. So basically PV analysis means we do analysis for perception time, we do analysis for intellectual time, we do analysis for emotion times, and we do analysis for volition time. So basically the above can be termed as PV analysis for total reaction time of the driver. So if I if I form a diagram, the diagram looks like basically I use another color. So here is our I think this is the brain of Madhusudan Hembrom. This is the brain of Madhusudan. ये मधुसूदन का दिमाग है. क्या एक लड़का मधुसूदन है क्या? मधुसूदन है.
यस सर.
ओके
यस
ओके
सर.
ओके, ये तुम्हारा दिमाग है. देखो अब दिमाग में क्या क्या होगा. So here is Madhusudan MH Hambrom. He see the object. He see the obstruction. He see the obstruction. See the obstruction. See the obstruction. After seeing the obstruction, he send signal to brain. So perception is start. After perception, in his brain, intellection and emotions process will be happening in brain. Intellection, intellection and emotion process will be occur. After this process, his brain give a command or decision. You apply brake. So basically, this is our volition time. Here, Madhusudan apply the brake. Application of brake. Application of brake. Application of brake. So basically, this is my PEEP theory or PEEP analysis. In PEEP analysis, we discuss different components of total reaction. Our total reaction time is the time taken from the instant the object is visible to the driver to the instant brakes are applied. Basically, our total reaction time is categorized into different components. These are our components. So this is our, but I think one action is also involved in between them. If Madhusudan see the object and then he apply the brake, he do not perceive, he do not this process. That means these components is not involved in between when he see the object and just he apply the brake. This is known as reflex action time. Some technical term is given. So he bypass all the things. Some person you have seen some person he just see the object he apply the brake, he just see the object he apply the brake. That means some older person will see any object he apply the brake, he just see a snake is running on the road he apply the brake, he just see a ant is running on the road he just apply the brake. So he is born for applying the brake because he is going old and old. So when he see the object he apply the brake, he do not perceive, he do not intellect, he do not got emotion, he do not violate, he just see the object he apply the brake. So basically if we bypass PIV analysis, then certain technical term is also given for a driver who only see the object and apply the brake. This is known as reflex action time of the driver. It is also possible, it is for I think reflex action time, it is also possible that the driver may apply the brake or take any other avoiding action like turning by the reflex action without normal thinking process that is observed to be a minimum time for avoiding the collision. This is also a minimum time to avoiding the collision. So I think I already discussed what are reaction time, what are the components which affect our reaction time. So can anyone say what are the different factors on which our this reaction time will depends? What are the factors on which our reaction time will depend? Can anyone say? Can anyone say what are the factors on which our this reaction time? That means these all things will depend. I already discussed PV analysis. So can anyone say what are the different factors on which our reaction time will depend? First factor is age. On
Sir,
age, first factor is age. On age, our reaction time is dependent because you have see you drive your motorcycle or your four wheeler with 80-90 kilometer per hour, but your grandfather or your father will driving with 40 or 50 kilometer per hour. So factors on which reaction time dependent. First factor is the age of a driver. Second factor, can anyone say?
सर environmental condition सर,
Okay,
अगर
okay.
fog वगैरह रहेगा.
Okay. Someone saying, sir, environmental condition, good environmental condition or on weather condition, our reaction time will also got affected, because during rainy season, my reaction time will be increased because we do not able to see the road ahead. Also, in winter season, we do not able to see or perceive the object which is ahead of our vehicle. Next one. Second one is environmental condition. Third one is driving skill.
Road conditions.
Okay, someone saying, sir, road condition. Okay, this is also correct. Next one is type of obstruction. This is also a factor on which our reaction time will depends, because during when we see someone is got accident and he also met with death. So during this condition, you got emotion. So basically during this time your reaction time will be increased. So type of obstruction involved also a factor on which our reaction time will be different. Next is your driving skill. Someone have some skill, someone have some skill. So basically these factors also affect our reaction time. So basically these are the factors which affect our reaction time. So I think everything is clear. Everything is clear.
Yes sir.
Okay. Good. So my next point of discussion is second point. My next point of discussion is total reaction time is very important. So I discuss total reaction time in detail. Second one is your design speed. So basically on design speed, your stopping side will be depend. So if design speed is more, that means if your speed is more, you require more side distance, you require more stopping side distance, because when you are moving with 100 kilometer per hour, you have sufficient space available to stop your vehicle. So if you have not sufficient space available to stop your vehicle, then you met with an accident or you collide with another vehicle. So when